Hola, this is Anna with Mindful Online Gym. Thank you for listening. Today we are going to be focusing a little bit and discussing your myth busters about how to really burn calories and lose fat. And before we go into that, which I'm going to do in a way of a quiz, so you're going to be able to guess if this is a myth or if it's a reality about the things that I'm going to be talking about. I actually want to tell you a little bit about what got me to do what I do, because I think it's important if you don't know me yet. And one of the things that I want to share as well is that I feel that talking about health and wellness and taking care of ourselves has always been important, but it's even more important in the later years with everything that we've been going through. And not to get too much into detail, right? But as we know, exercise, nutrition, and having a healthy mindset are going to be very important moving forward with our lifestyle because it helps us to stay more confident, stay definitely healthier, but also be able to de-stress from some of the things that are coming our way anytime in our lifestyle, and perhaps these days even a little bit more. So I was telling you that I was going to share uh, what got me to do what I do, being a fitness trainer and a health coach. And it happened quite as a chance. I met a trainer when I was living in New York City at this studio, very small studio in the middle of Manhattan. And I started working out with him. And I was training half an hour a week. After 3 months of doing that, it was very intense workout, but very brief. And I went to buy clothes and I realized that I have lost one size. My parents were visiting at the same time. And for the first time, I was able to beat my dad at tennis. He didn't like it, but I really did. And my mother was wondering when she came to visit, what have I done to improve my posture so dramatically? I was one of the tallest girls in my country of origin, Spain. If you haven't noticed yet, I have an accent. And I was always slouching forward, trying to hide my body. So after exercising for those only 3 months, half an hour a week, I realized that my posture have improved so much. And the slouching forward position that I have learned to adapt as a kid had disappeared. I was feeling super strong. I was feeling more confident. I was even feeling sexier. I almost felt like Wonder Woman. I felt like no one was ever going to joke around about me hiding or about me slouching anymore. And it made me want to develop a business and it made me want to help other people experience the same things that I had. That is now 20 years. And going forward into nowadays, what I've learned is that exercise alone was not enough. Nutrition was 50% of the battle for us to be healthy. And the last thing that I also started to work on was a little bit more on mindset and a little bit more also on meditation and mindful practices that could help people de-stress. Because what I have also learned after these years working with clients is that exercise is good, nutrition is great, but if we have stress levels that are higher than they are supposed to be, they are not going to let us be in shape, they are not going to let us be healthy, and they are definitely not going to let us lose fat. So addressing those three things, I found that was the best way that I had to help myself achieve my goals and also help my clients with it. And this is a little bit of what we are going to talk today. Although we are going to focus a little bit more on the exercise and the nutrition aspect almost exclusively. So I want to start asking a few questions, and I like to make this fun and enjoyable as a little quiz to see how much you know about exercise and nutrition, and maybe you will learn a couple of things today that you can take with you. And this is, as I was saying at the beginning, what I call the 5 mythbusters about how to learn how to really burn calories and lose fat. So here we go. Myth number 1. This is as follows. I can lose as much weight as I want and keep it off for as long as I want if I am eating the right foods. What do you think? I'm gonna play my drum roll here for you. Do you have the answer? Is a myth or is a reality? So the right answer is that, first of all, you don't want to lose weight. We want to lose fat, right? There is a belief that your body has a set point, that it will tend to always come back to. However, it doesn't matter if you are lean or heavy, your body will always come back to its set point, no matter how many times you try to trick it with diets. While there's no scientific proof yet, studies show that this is true. So, one thing that I want to add to this is that I don't believe in diets. When I work with people, and what in my experience, again, it's been proven many times by myself and by other people experiencing that, is that when you do a diet, you stress your system in a way that after you finish the diet, it comes back to its regular habits, to its old habits. And what we want to do is work on small changes that you can keep for a longer period of time. So you create the nutrition and the lifestyle that you can keep sustainable for the rest of your life, because this is our goal. So if you guess it, I'm going to just play a little clapping for you to congratulate you. Great job. Myth number 2. If I do 100 abdominal crunches each day, I lose the fat around my belly. Drum roll, what do you think? Did you guess it? So the answer is that our body loses weight overall. And unfortunately, it tends to lose it first from the places that we need it less. That hip or abdominal fat might need to wait to leave the body after some not so wanted fat is gone. So continue eating properly and exercising, and your body will gradually change. You want to make changes that can last for the rest of your life, as I was saying before. So for men, usually they store their fat in their stomach. For women, it's usually on our hips, on our triceps, right? The back of the arm. Sometimes when we're on an exercise program, when we're on a nutrition program, we are losing fat from areas that we don't need it as much. And those areas that we want them to go the most are a little bit more stubborn. But we can always get there over time with patience, just believing that the body's changing and continue with the process and the habits that you have created for yourself. Did you guess it? If you did, great job. We are going for myth number 3. If I want to be healthy and lean, I need to be hungry all the time and deprive myself of all the foods I really enjoy. What do you think? Is that true or not true? Okay, so let's apply the rule of 80-20. If you're eating healthy 80% of the time, meaning whole and processed foods, low sugar, salt, and alcohol, and getting a variety of healthy proteins, carbs, and fats, you can allow a little bit of that you like that is not maybe so healthy around 20% of the time. If your goals are perhaps a little bit higher or you want to get results faster, I would recommend doing 90%, 10%. So 90% of the time eating healthier, 10% allowing a little bit of variety of the things that perhaps are not as healthy. After all, we are human and we gotta have a little fun, right? So even though we want to be super healthy and treat our body as our temple, which I believe is what it is, sometimes we're gonna have the ice cream, we're gonna have the things that maybe are not supporting the lifestyle that we want to create at that moment, but are gonna give us a little bit of the pleasure that we also, I think, we need to have. So if you guess it, this is for you. And at this point, if we were in the same room, I will have chocolate and I will be giving you a chocolate piece if you actually guess the first 3 myths right. All right, here we go. Myth number 4. Doing cardio for at least 1 hour a day is the best way to burn calories and keep my weight in check. What do you think? Okay, so the best way to keep a consistent and healthy weight is to build muscle by doing strength training. Specifically, you want to focus on developing the major muscle groups. The more muscle mass you build, the higher your metabolism will be. And when you have a high metabolism, you burn more calories even when you are resting. So this is my specialty. The name of the method that I've created is called Mindful Online Workouts. It is based on high intensity, super slow training. And what it does is that it focuses on the major muscle groups. By definition, as I was saying before, when you work the major muscle groups, you're building more muscle, you're increasing your metabolism higher, so you can actually be losing fat even at rest. It not only makes you look good, tone up, feel stronger, more confident, as I was saying before, sexier, improve your posture and all those little things, but also it helps you lose fat. I always say, as entrepreneurs, they always teach us, right, to make money when we are sleeping. Wouldn't it be great if we can lose fat when we are sleeping or when we are resting? And that's the best way to do it, by doing a strength training. Did you guess it? This is too much fun. Great job so far. And this is our myth number 5 and last one. This is especially for my women. I will bulk up if I do a strength training, no matter my gender. I'll give you a minute to think about that. Do you have the answer? Okay. So a woman's body does not usually bulk up like a man's does, even when she's practicing strength training. Why is that? This is because women have much lower testosterone than men, and testosterone is responsible for muscle development. So, my girls, don't be scared to lift some weights because it's the best way to stay healthy, as we explained before, to lose fat. And for women, actually, we tend to lose bone density more than men, especially if you have had children. So, one of the best ways also to keep your bone density healthy is by building muscle. All right, I hope you enjoyed, and I'm gonna just give you one last clapping in case you guessed that one too. Great job, everybody. So I hope that you learned at least one thing today that you can take with you to your next workout, that you can take with you to your next time that you're planning your next meal, and that these myths that sometimes beliefs we have about exercise and nutrition can make us a little bit suggested to what type of lifestyle we're going to have. And sometimes it's a little bit easier than that. And I want to leave you with an invitation for a free class. If you'd like to join me and actually try my mindful online workouts, I'd love to invite you to come in. You can just go to our website, Mindful Online Gym, and sign up for a free class. And I hope to see you there soon. Thank you so much.